That shape on the screen today. Hey! Grab your friends, cause it's time to play. Hey! Spiky hair or a giant cape, tiny tail or a monster shape, squinty eyes in a mask so bright, hit the buzzer if you know it's right. Guess that shadow, call it out loud. Is it hero, sidekick, villain from the crowd? Guess that shadow, point at the glow. If you think you've got it, shout it, let us know. Bendy ears on a mystery head, stretchy arms reaching off the edge, big round shoes on a jumping blur. Could be him, could be him, could be her. Yes, that shadow.
Well, hello, everybody. How are we all today? Hope we are doing good. Hey, Outcast, how are you? Okay, so I didn't get the scores updated from last session yet. Uh, Maybe we can do that while we're waiting. Open with photo. Yeah, photo. And how are you, Outcast? I'm good. I'm good too. Okay, so last time we had Outcast with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 3-pointers. So 9 times 3 is 27 plus 2, so 29 points. So he is 203. You're at 203. Okay. So we're going to change it here as well. Two oh three. And the only other one to play last week was Fitzchozo. So he got 1 3-pointer and 3 4-pointers. Or 2-pointers, I should say. So that's 5, 3, 5, 3 and 5, or 3 and 2 is 5, 7, 9. He used 1 point for a hint. 8 points. So Fitzchozo goes up 8 points. That'll put him at 77. Okay, so there we go, 77. We'll save that. This, of course, is the leaderboard with anybody that's participated this season. It doesn't go up on there. And of course, this is for the top 5 people. Okay, so that's going to be saved. And then we need to save this as a PNG so it can get updated on the stream. I have to send you page 3 of the Ashcan. Yeah. Well, you know what? Let's wait for that outcast. In fact, I'm gonna when I get uh things done with let's wait for what's his name Alpha to be done a little bit more on Snowdrift 2, and then we'll set up a drive thing where you can just upload them to there, because otherwise if I don't download them right away from my thing, I'm gonna have to go try and find them in my thing. So, and Alpha unfortunately is not here at the moment yet. Let's skip. There we go. So we are waiting, of course, till 15 after. Hopefully, other people will show. Hopefully, Alpha will show. In fact, while I'm waiting here, let me. Let me do new folder out. Share. What's your email again? Outcast. Would you be willing to put it in the chat for a moment? Because I just created the folder. I'm going to share the folder with you. And then if you want to upload those files to that folder, you can. Whenever you get done with them. The pages and all that. And I'll share that with you. You'll be an editor, so you can upload stuff and it'll let you know right from your. Okay. Okay, you should get an email telling you that I've shared a folder with you on thing. In Drive. Well, it looks like you're going to be the only one here tonight, Outcast. You're really going to bump up your points. So, do you like the fact that I'm setting this stuff up like Sunday or Monday for the week? So you can set those notifications to, remind you to be here at a certain time. Got the email. Oh, that's good. Alpha?
Hola, hola,
Hey!
hola.
Hola,
Had to get
hola.
my had to get my dinner.
Ah,
I made it just before the game started.
yes, you did.
It's the grace period. You get that 15 minutes anywhere in the chat.
Yeah, well, you do realize that if, perchance, there was three people here before the 15-minute mark, we would start.
Oh, so you've already started?
No, because the only one in the chat,
Okay.
the only one in the chat that's participating, although there's nobody that's not participating, is Outcast at this point. But it just say Outcast, Tim, and Fitzjosa all showed up before the 15-minute mark, I would start.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But doesn't seem a lot of times that they do. But we do have Outcast here in the chat, and he says, "Hey, Alpha," or "Hi, Alpha."
Hello. Greetings and salutations. I have returned for another grand edition of the Silhouette game featuring teams.
That are super and
That are
heroes.
You could even call
Superheroes.
them superhero teams.
So it is that time. It is quarter after. Yes, so we have superhero teams tonight. Next week, we're going to be having, thanks to Fitzjoso, the Undead. Although I should have saved this for Halloween.
I'm sure you'll be able to think of something by Halloween.
Yeah,
Either that or there's no problem in reusing it. I mean, there's a lot of characters that are undead.
yeah, for sure. But we are now, of course, gonna start with round one. Oh, I need to get the silhouette game off there. I gotta remember to take that off because otherwise we could interfere with the silhouette. So, anyways,
Indeed.
here we go. Are you ready for round one? Are you ready, Outcast? Oh, it doesn't matter. Because here it is. Now, do you know who this superhero team is?
I think so. Did you get this image like this as a group, or did you
Yeah,
have to put them all
I got
together yourself?
no. I got them all myself, all put together, already put together. I did not put them together at
Oh,
all.
okay.
Well, the most I had to do was cut out a bunch of stuff around some of them, so you would just have the team and not a lot of extra stuff.
That's good.
Especially
That's a
their,
time save.
especially like the team name. But we do have Outcast having put his guess in the chat, and since he's the only one here and saying anything, his guess is the Justice League. Would you agree with that?
Um, does that mean I can answer now?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I think it's the Super Friends.
Yeah, well, the Super Friends are the Justice League as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Well, hey, Mike. Mike's here dropping in to say hi and share. Hey, Mike, tonight might be a good night to stick around for a bit, but then again, I know you're starting about 45 minutes. This is superhero teams tonight. This one was weird. I actually had to do a double silhouette on this. Because when I did it at first, it just did this. Thus, you can see a lot of this one. I'm not sure what happened, why it did that, but of course,
What's the opacity set to?
100.
Huh. That's weird.
It's the only one that it's ever done that with, but yeah, so I don't know. And
Strange.
I think I cut it out, like took the layer away, put it back, tried, it kept doing it every time. But yes, it is probably the Super Friends or the Justice League. It's the Justice League basically, but we have Batgirl in there. We have Donna Troy in there too. See, actually, it seems like it's just a lot of DC heroes. But we consider this, of course, Justice League. So there is some points for Outcast. Oh. Need to. There. I thought I told this thing to. There. It's a chalkboard, so it's got to be white.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Who's ever heard of black chalk on a blackboard?
I haven't.
Me neither. Okay, so there we go. That's round one. In some ways, I think tonight's going to be easy for a lot of people, but I could be wrong. I'm hoping the last five will be fairly difficult. Anyways, here we go. Round two. Let's see whether there's justice in this round.
Oh, I know that.
You know this one?
Yep.
How sure are you that you know this one?
It depends on how specific you want the name to be.
Well, we do already have Outcast's guess. He is saying the Avengers. And is that who you would say it is?
Yeah, but part of me wants to say West Coast Avengers.
Well, if you
But I'll
said
just say Avengers.
well, if you said West Coast Avengers, you would be wrong.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Spider Man wasn't an Avenger until New Avengers in 2004.
Well,
But
I
now
think
they just call any semblance of the heroes Avengers now, so it doesn't even matter.
so. We got Outcast with round 2 as well. Getting to points. He's really gonna up his lead tonight. So there was justice. He did not have to avenge himself. But will he need to avenge himself after round 3? I doubt it.
Yeah, I know who this is too.
Yeah, these ones are fairly easy. It's 1 through 5, right?
Yep. Outcast, you don't have any competition. You've got all the time in the world.
Yeah, well, he does say Fantastic Four. And is that who you are thinking this is, or do you have some other guess?
Yes, it's Pedro Pascal and friends.
I was actually trying to get a different version of the Fantastic Four and probably put it up higher on the list just to mess with people. But
Yeah, but you can't do the same team twice.
yeah, no, but I wouldn't have put them down this early for like it wouldn't have been this if I including the Fantastic Four. If I did the Fantastic Four and say it was Spider-Man, Wolverine, Ghost Rider, and She-Hulk, I think it was. I forget who fourth member. Oh, Tim said Fantastic Four. I'll let him have
It's
it.
a little late.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure, he would have got it. Tim's a sharp guy. He would have got it.
Yeah. Okay, but no, but there are Fantastic Four versions of the Fantastic Four where it's not these guys, and I was thinking of trying to do one of those pictures, but it was hard to find one of them, as a group shot. So yeah, I just ended up using the original 4. And if I had
Otherwise, you would have to make your own.
pardon?
Otherwise, you would have to make your own.
Yeah. And I didn't really feel like doing that. So anyways, that round was a little fantastic, or was it? We'll have to find out. But will round 4 be fantastic? Okay, says hi, Tim. HIIGH. Fitzgerald said, "Sorry, I'm late." Oh, don't be sorry. No reason to be sorry. Now, do you know who this team is?
Yep. You just got to be fast.
Well, Outcast is guessed. Fitzgerald is guessed, and same as Tim has guessed. Unfortunately, Tim is in last place this time. And they all guessed TMNT. Is that what you would guess for this?
Well, actually, I think it's the Ninja Turtles. So, yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yep.
And that would be correct.
The 2013 version.
Yeah. So Outcast is in first, followed by Fitzchozo, followed by Tim. Tim. It's obvious. Yes. The first ones are always obvious, or fairly obvious, I think. Anyways, round 5. Do you have the stealth to get it fast enough? Will you use your ninja skills?
Hmm.
Do you have any ideas who this might be?
Oh boy. If okay. I think so, but it's a different version of the team than I'm used to. It may be the early '80s comics version.
We have a guess by Outcast. We have a guess by Fitzchozo, and we have a guess by Tim. Outcast is saying Teen Titans. So is Fitzchozo, and Timothy is going with the Ghostbusters. My question is, do you believe Tim is right?
No, no, I don't
You-
think Tim's right.
Tim is saying, no, I am wrong now. And then, of course, do you believe Outcast and that Fitzgerald might be right?
Yep. Yes, I do.
Okay, so you think this is the Teen Titans? Which Teen Titans?
yeah.
Yes, it is. It's
Uh,
the original Teen Titans.
Yeah, I didn't recognize Aqualad. And I wasn't sure about the Wonder Girl. I thought it could have been Starfire.
Ah. So this is, I think, the 60s or 70s they came out. The original Teen Titans. So,
Sidekick team. Great idea.
you know, like I wanted to include them in I had a hard time actually getting this picture too. A picture of the original Teen Titans, which is just wrong. Well, let's see whether Outcast will be the Titan of this round.
Needs to tighten up.
Well, somebody needs to tighten up to get a few more points to get faster than Outcast. Start getting that first one. Oh, we got Outcast with a guess. Do you have any guesses for this one?
Yeah, I think I have a poster of this on my wall. Well, I used to when I was growing up.
Well, Outcast came out saying, "Go, go, 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 Power Rangers, go, go, go." Okay, he didn't say all the go stuff. He just said Power Rangers. And Fitzchozo followed suit, followed by Timothy. Do you believe they are correct, or are you going with some other heroes?
Yeah, I believe these are the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Well, let's see whether we can morph into the right thing. And you're correct, it is. With White Ranger. Not
Mhm.
green, but yeah.
Yeah, he could use the special white powers.
So we got Outcast in first place again, followed by Fitzchozo and Tim. Tim is not closing the gap tonight. Fitzchozo is still widening it
Mhm.
between him and Tim. Tim needs to be a little faster on the buzzer if he wants to, do that, put that gap closer. If he doesn't
There was
want
one country that wouldn't let them be called Morphin Power Rangers because they thought they were encouraging like morphine use as a drug.
yeah. Canada. No.
Ooh.
Well, I heard people saying about that, and they were the Morphin Power Rangers here too. Anyways, let's morph into round 7.
That's a lot of characters.
Yes, it may be a lot of characters, but do you know what team it is?
I think so. I'm 85% sure.
Well, Outcast already has his guess in the chat. And so does Fitzchozo, but Fitzchozo wasn't here for round 1.
Oh. So does that answer count then?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess
Hey,
Tim has to give us.
Yeah, we're just waiting for an answer from Tim.
One of our other viewers who hasn't responded yet.
I'm surprised he didn't say anything to me about my comment about the gap widening. Unless Tim doesn't think this is the X-Men or the Justice League. But then again, I just sort of gave away that it's not the Justice League. Which, you know what, I can actually say since the Justice League has already been used in today's episode, so.
Oh no.
Okay, Tim is getting the counter. Do, 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 do. Skidamarinky dinky dink, skidamarinky doo.
The Elephant Show.
Yeah. Lois and Braun. Brom or whatever his name was. Anyways, okay, so Tim is out of time. So Outcast, like I said the X-Men, and Fitzchozo said Justice League. Since you know it's not the Justice League, since they were round 1, do you think this is the X-Men, or is that your guess? Was that your 85% surety thing, or are you going with some other team?
No, I think it's the Merry Mutants, the Uncanny X-Men.
And that is not an uncanny guess, because it is the X-Men.
Cool. I knew it was John Burns art. I could tell.
Okay, so let's outcast. Let's But Fitzchoso did say sorry for being late because he was late. He didn't know what the first few answers were.
Yep. That cost him some points.
Okay, so I guess we're on to round 8, and what will be the X factor here?
Okay, now it's getting tough. For sure, the midway point.
Yeah, we are in round 8, so this is literally the middle. Got a guess by Outcast? Do you have any ideas who this might be?
No,
No.
I have no idea. I'm still trying to. Oh, yeah, I do know who it is. I do know who it is. I know who it is now. It took me a second. I was trying to figure out at least one character silhouette, and when I did, I was like, "That's who it is." Okay.
Well,
who it is.
we have Outcast guessing X Force. We have Fitzchoso guessing New Warriors. And Tim is following in Outcast's thing and guessing the X Force. Now, I got a question for you.
What's up? Yep.
Do you believe this is X Force?
No.
Do you believe this is the New Warriors?
No.
Who do you believe this is?
I think it's Captain Planet and the Planeteers.
And you would be on planet.
Yep. That mullet
Tim,
gave it away for me.
I thought that might give it away to somebody. Tim's like, I can tell because of Shatterstar. Well, apparently you could tell wrong, Tim.
That's a Russian girl. That's not Shatterstar.
Tim's like, no. And continues to hose onto another thing. Well, we shattered his star.
Yeah. For a second, I did think it was the New Warriors, but I didn't see Speedballs. Balls. So I was like, no, it can't be there. I saw Kwame's Airfro, and I was like, oh, okay. And I counted them.
Oh, Kwame, I was thinking you. Oh, I was thinking you. Captain Planet's mullet might have given it away.
Yeah, it was all of it together. It's like I had the first hint, and then I had to do process of elimination with all the other ones too.
Yeah. So. Well, you were on planet for this one. Tim keeps just putting all the O's in the chat for the no.
Power is yours.
Well, let's see whether they have the power to get it right again. Never say what again. Cat says I forgot they existed.
Oh man. Wow. This is a tough one.
Tough?
Wow.
Okay.
I don't recognize any of these.
Oh, we got Fitzchozo saying Guardians of the Galaxy. Tim thinking Young Justice. We're waiting for Outcast, of course.
I don't like buffalo wing sauce. It's too sour. And spicy.
And Outcast is coming in with Guardians of the Globe. Now, do you think any of those? No, no. Of course, Tim. The question mark gives it away. Yours is a straight up guess. Do any of those sound right to you?
Anything's possible. I really can't figure out who this is. I see some of the silhouettes look, Bruce Timm style. And so it might be one of the DC animated shows, but I can't recognize it. So I guess I would say Young Justice, I guess. I don't know, but I really don't know.
Well, you want to know something? There is no justice for Tim. But somebody has been guarding correctly their answer. But it's on the global scale, not a galaxy scale.
Oh, no wonder I didn't know it.
So Outcast got the points.
Yeah, I've never read Invincible.
Yeah, I haven't read. Actually, I've read a few issues, but I watch it more than any. I've been Well, I watched the first few seasons. I just started watching the latest season on Prime. So,
I don't care for the animation, so I don't watch the show.
Well, I guess it's time to stop guarding round 9 and see what they're about to. Fitzjozo says none of those characters last long enough to remember them. Anyways, round 10 to see what will be guarding, what round 10 is guarding.
Hmm. No.
You don't know?
Well, it's like I think I recognize one silhouette, but then I look at the other ones and I'm like, but I don't know who the other ones are. So I can't figure out the team.
I think everybody's having a hard time with this one because nobody's gonna guess in the chat yet.
And there's a lot of
Jeez.
girls. I think I see about 4 girl silhouettes.
Oh, we got
That's throwing me off.
We got Fitzchozo saying the Authority. And I'm pretty sure I got this labeled correctly for this team. I'm sure once I show the picture, people will correct me, but if I'm wrong.
I really can't recognize anything. And it's weird.
It's weird that you can't recognize it.
Yeah, I usually I recognize everything. At least something. But I don't know.
Outcast, Tim, any guesses? We're gonna have to put on the counter, the countdown.
Yeah, I only see like 2 male silhouettes. And the rest are women, and it's throwing me off. So I guess I have a guess, but it's gonna be a wild card. It's just gonna be just thrown out.
Well, sometimes those are the best guesses.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, counter. Well, almost counter time. There, counter time. Force people to make a guess, or just say. Do do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No more. And we'll give it about 5 extra seconds on it. 4, 5. Okay, so like I said, Fitzchozo said the authority. We don't have a guess from Tim or Outcast. Who is your shot in the dark guess?
Well, I was thinking the male silhouette at the very bottom might be Quicksilver, but then I see so many girls. I think it's Gen 13.
And that would be correct.
Oh man, cool! I got it. And this isn't even the design I thought it was. This is like a later design. I'm not used to her wearing so many clothes.
Again, it was a hard one to find a good group shot, too, that I didn't have to do a lot of work with either.
Must be pretty recent. Because she's fully dressed.
Outcast says, I thought it was, I think he meant June 13th. Or June 13th.
Juneteenth?
He said, I thought it was June 13th of there was more than 4 in the team. Okay, I think he had a lot of autocorrect there. I think he meant Jan 13th.
He might be doing voice writing, voice dictation. I used to do that. It was faster than typing.
Yeah. Well, that's probably how you got a lot of your answers in a lot fast. Anyways, okay, so I don't know really how to segue from Gen 13 in round 10 to round 11. So we're just going on to round 11.
You're going from 13 to 11.
Oh, no, from 10 to 11. Oh, yeah, 13 to 11. I should have had them in 13 place.
Mm-hmm.
Now, any clue for this one?
Well, they're all different sizes. I can see that. Nothing comes to mind at the moment. Usually the key is finding out one of the characters and then trying to recognize a few more and knowing what teams they're on.
Oh, we do have a guest from Fitzchozo. He is guessing the Legion of Superheroes. And Outcast follows suit. I don't know whether Tim's around to follow suit or not. Tim, are you here? Okay, we're gonna give a countdown. Do 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 do. Bum 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 bum. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, says Tim is still typing O's. Okay, so like I said, Fitzchozo and Outcast both put Legion of Superheroes. Although you're not really sure of anything, you think that could be a possibility, or you don't think it's really that possibility?
Yeah, sure. I, I don't know. I really don't know. There's so many tiny people too. Or is that a dog? Um, you know what? I'll say. Well, this is number 11. Green Lantern Corps. Final answer, I guess. I don't.
Okay, well, guess what? Fitzchozo was right. Legion of Superheroes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't recognize them.
It's a
I saw.
definitely an early
Oh,
version, like early 80s, maybe late 70s.
hmm.
So Fitzchozo got first place. Good job, Fitz. Followed by Outcast and
Well done.
No Tim. Well, we had the super heroics of the Legion of Two for round 11. Will they be as heroic and as much of a legion in round 12?
Hmm.
Uh, Fitzchozo says, I recognized Bouncing Boy or Bouncy Boy or whatever his name is. He said Bouncer Boy. Fitzchozo is guessing the Thundercats.
Hmm. Interesting.
Of course, we're waiting for something from Outcast and maybe Tim. Do, 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 do. Pop, 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 pop.
Hmm. This is a tough one.
Well, I hope so. I did put it in 12 because of that. And I think I'm going to have to use that countdown again. Here we go. Countdown. Boom, 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 boom. Doop, 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 doop. 8, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, no guess by Outcast, so I guess he's not guessing. oh, oh, he did get anything. The Great 10, just at in the nick of time. But do you think that is right? The Great 10.
I really don't know, so I'm just gonna say Crime Syndicate.
No,
I don't know.
that was a crime. Everybody's guess was a crime. And Crime Syndicate isn't a hero team; they're a villain team.
Oh man, I was just thinking comic team.
No, this is Ultra Force.
Oh, I would have never got that. Prime's right there. Yeah, I usually recognize Prime, but I don't really know anyone else.
Yeah, I know about him, but yeah, again, I just don't really know about anybody else either. I probably wouldn't have got this either. Well, that was not prime for anybody. Maybe the Ultra Up in round 13.
Hmm.
That's the Marvel version of the team. Oh, he said that's the Marvel version of the team. Ah.
Okay, I think I know who this is, but I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna be surprised if anybody here gets it a little bit. Because there's one thing that's probably gonna throw everybody off. We got a guess of the Outsiders by Fitzchozo. So again, we're just waiting for Outcast. Are we gonna have to force Outcast another guess? So you said you have no clue, or I forget what you said.
Um,
Alpha.
I have a guess, but we'll see. We'll see.
Okay, counter time, countdown time. Uh, uh, Outcast says, I'll just go with Fitzchozo and say the Outsiders. So is that your guess?
No.
What's your guess?
Justice League Dark?
That would be wrong. that's
Oh, man.
That's a little dark. No, this is not DC. This is not Marvel. Although DC, through an imprint, did have a version of this team, which I considered using for this. But this is from Archie Comics, The Mighty Crusaders.
I've never heard of them.
And I think most people were seeing the fox's ears and thinking, Batman!
Yes. And I saw the collar of that one guy and I thought it was Dead Man.
Yeah, of course, that is the fox right there. We have the Fox, Web, Inferno, Captain Flag, the Shield, Jaguar, Hangman, Blackjack, Black Hood, Comet, Fire, the Fly, Fly Girl, Bob Phantom, Mr. Justice, Firefly, and Hangman. I think I got, and Steel Sterling. I think I got them all. Everybody wants to stick with DC and Marvel. I did try to get outside of DC and Marvel a little bit. So I guess there was no crusading for anybody there.
Not for me. That's tough.
Let's see whether they can crusade into round 14. So, any clue here? Alpha?
I'm trying to figure it out. I'm looking.
Okay. Now, this is. Fitzjoseph's like, I give up. This one I did have to cut away a lot of the background. Actually, all the background just to get the.
I don't know.
Outcast,
I
are
really
you gonna?
can't figure it out.
Outcast, are you gonna make a guess? Or are you going to give up like Fizz? Chozo. If it's Outcast says, give me a second. One. There's your second. No. Tease, I tease, I tease. What if I give you 30 seconds? Well, eventually it will. Well, you want to know what I got right beside me here, Alpha?
Sure.
I have a nice.
What is it?
I got a nice stack of ash cans that I printed off.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah. You recognize that artwork?
Yep. Even the Canadian Shill's having a hard time figuring it out. He's thinking. He's thinking really hard. Okay, I gave him a few seconds, but we're gonna give him 30 seconds more. Well, probably a little bit more than 30, just because of time delay. He says Unity. I have no idea who the Unity is. And that's not them. And I take it you have no guess, Fitzjozo? Not Fitzjozo. Alpha? Oh, you're talking to me.
Yeah.
I, I, I don't have a guess. I'll say Watchmen, I guess. They're good guys.
Nope. You guys aren't watching the right things. The Protectors. I forget what universe they're from, but
What comic series are they from? What publishing company or what? Yeah, what publication are they from?
I'm sure somebody will say in the thing. I think Unity is from Valiant. What Outcast guessed.
Yeah, I never read Valiant books.
Yeah, well, I don't think these guys are from Valiant.
Yep, I've never seen them before. Ever, ever, ever.
No, I was gonna look it up, but when they're from. Protectors. Malibu. Malibu Comics.
I've never read Malibu either.
They're from 1992 to 1994.
Oh, that's like 2 years. Burned out fast.
Well, we got one more round, Fitzjozo. And I can probably even say without doing the last round. That Outcast would have got the most. And you got second most. Anyways, on to nobody got round 14, so round 15. which I don't think anybody's gonna get.
Oh boy. Yeah. Wow, you really you went out there with these picks.
Yeah, I had to make that last one so tough. Last one's hard. Outcast says, I have Malibu Comics and I never saw a book for these guys. And of course, this can be obviously comics or cartoons for the teams. Uh, Although most of these have been comics tonight, so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Actually, all of them have been comics.
yeah. Well, they've also been animated too, but that's beside the point.
Hmm. Well, after the last one, I'm pretty sure I don't know this one. Actually, after the last three, you just know more comics than we do.
No, I just I had heard of Protectors. I heard of uh, uh, the Mighty Crusaders. I forget what the other ones were before that. But this one, I'd say I probably never heard of. But you know, like I went looking for superhero teams, and you know, I tried to pull some what I thought was a little bit obscure ones. It might be Fitzjozo. I can check to be sure. Yeah, it is.
Any answers?
Not yet. But
I think you stumped everyone.
Fitzjozo might have an idea because he did ask, "Is this a Hanna-Barbera cartoon?" And I double checked one way or another, and I said, "Yes, it is." But then again, the art style, you know, looking at this might make you think that too. It definitely has that 60s, 70s vibe to it, I'd say, for the look, even with the silhouettes. So now it's just see whether these guys make a guess. They're probably looking for, you know, they got a clue, anyways. I need a 60-second countdown one. I was gonna set one for a minute. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna play my counter twice after the second time, time is up. So here's first time. Do, 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 do. And what were you gonna say, Alpha?
I don't think that's gonna help. It's just so difficult.
Yeah,
Even 30 seconds to a minute won't be enough.
yeah. Well, they have the clue that it's a Hanna-Barbera cartoon, so then it's just figuring out what these silhouettes go to, which I'll admit it would be hard, even with that, because Hanna-Barbera did a heck of a lot of stuff. And of course, we'll give them about 5 seconds after because of delay. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay, there we go.
What is it? Herculoids or something?
No, this is Teen Force Space Stars.
I've never heard of them. I haven't even seen these characters before. Where did they come from?
They look vaguely familiar to me. I don't remember the show at all myself either.
Wow. Yeah, I've never seen these.
Okay, says, I know there's 2 little sidekicks there, but I'm going to go with Galaxy Trio. Fitzchozo says global security.
If I saw people at a convention dressed as these characters, I'd be like, wow, nice costumes. You make those characters up yourself?
Yeah, I did. Well, I looked it up obviously just to confirm whether it was Hanna-Barbera or not for Fitzchozo. Space Stars is a 60-minute American Saturday morning animated program block produced by Hanna-Barbera from September 12th, 81 to January 8th, 82. The Space
I wasn't even
Stars
born yet.
The Space Stars was narrated by Keene Curtis and featured 5 cartoon segments each week: Space Ghost, Herculoids, Teen Force, Astro and the Space Mutts, and Space Stars finale.
Outrageous.
Well, I said Teen Force Space Stars, but apparently it's just Teen Force. From what I get, Outcast.
Yeah, you gotta get the name right. You don't want to make those Teen Force fans angry at you, you know? all 2 of them, you know? I've never heard of this. It's lost to time.
Yeah, well, now you heard of it.
I don't even know if I'll remember them. This may be the last time I ever see these characters in my life.
Yeah.
You got me. You got me.
Yeah, well, they're around right until the time of Space Ghost, so
Yeah.
everybody's heard of Space Ghost.
So many empty spots on that scoreboard.
Yeah.
I think you're the winner today.
Outcast says, I know I watched the show when I was a kid. Yeah. I probably did too. I just don't remember it either. Like Space Ghost, I remember hearing about them even back then, I'm pretty sure. But other than that, nope. Like those Herculoids, I'd say as well that I had heard of. Astro and the Space Mutts sounds vaguely familiar too, but maybe I'm thinking Astro from the Jetsons. So I don't know, but yeah. Next week we have the undead characters. That includes skeletons, ghosts, vampires, zombies, and that's going to be from any medium that that would have those types of things in. So could be live action, cartoons, games, comics. Outcast says, I'm surprised Birdman wasn't on that show. Yeah. But yeah, so did you have a what do you think of these superhero teams? Obviously the up to 1 through 7 you had heard of.
Mm-hmm.
And then it started to get difficult.
Yeah. You went far out with these choices. You lulled me to sleep with the first ones, and then like you just surprised me and just went crazy.
Well, we could definitely do another one of these, I'm sure eventually in the future, because there was a lot of other ones. Of course, DC and Marvel have umpteen number of ones, you know. And I just didn't want to do groups. I did think of doing Green Lantern. But again, some of them I'm trying to get the PNGs. So, you know, I don't have to do the work of going around each character and taking out the background, but that is hard. It's hard. I couldn't find a group, a PNG shot of the Green Lantern Corps. Which I was just surprised.
Yeah, you'd have to cut them out.
Either that or it's just, you know, one big blob of a whole bunch of them and it's just, you know, like a square. It's like, okay, nobody's going to guess that one. There's no, not even a hint there. You know?
It's tough. Tough week.
Yeah.
Thanks for hanging in there, everybody.
Yeah, so hopefully everybody had a good time out there watching, playing. I'm not sure whether you have a fun time more getting stumped or actually getting them. When you were in the audience, which way did you have a little bit more fun time? When you knew them easy or when it was harder? Alpha?
Well, when I like started like with the Captain Planet one, for a second I didn't know. And then it's like when you see it and you don't know, but then it hits you and you realize it. That's when I have fun. But when it's like, I have no idea what this is. It's like I'm discovering something new that I never heard of, but at the same time, it's like I didn't get points.
So, it's a good thing, but a bad thing.
Yeah.
But what about when it's something that you know that you just didn't get for whatever reason?
Oh, then I'm just disappointed. But it's funny. It's like, I should have knew that.
So you had you'd say you had a, when you were in the audience itself, though, you know, doing this for points and all that. You know, when I was stumping you, which wasn't a lot, I'll bet. You actually had a good time being stumped a little bit.
Yeah, yeah, usually. If I didn't, if I knew what it was, I could at least get a laugh that, like, darn it, so close.
Yeah. Well, hopefully everybody else in the audience feels the same way as you. So I guess we will see everybody Monday, because I will not be doing a show on Saturday because I'm going up to a con, just as an attendee to try and make connections, give out some ash cans, maybe even sell a few comic books. So because I'm gonna bring a bunch of comics in my backpack to sell, and as well as giving out ash cans. So yeah. Anything you want to say or promote before we're done?
I will promote Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition on Chester Busby III's channel. This is episode 310, and they're celebrating the 30th anniversary of the video game Resident Evil.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of Resident Evil, so I'm not going to be on this week. But they're doing Daredevil next week, so I'm going to be on for that. And actually, because they're doing Daredevil next week, when I do my mashup next week, next Tuesday, I'm going to be mashing Daredevil with Cyborg.
Ooh, that's interesting.
So you might want to tune in next Tuesday for that. And of course, Monday I will be doing manga. Manga Monday. You guys have a good night.
I thought you said Tuesday.
Well, Tuesday is the mashup.
Oh, okay. Mashup Tuesday and Manga Monday.
Yeah. Okay, so later, everybody. Bye for now. God bless. Love you all. Have a great and wonderful day, night, whatever it might be.